You might feel fine today, no pain, no major warning signs. But beneath the surface, hidden habits and overlooked dangers could quietly be shaving years off your life. The truth is, most people never see it coming. They go about their daily routines, thinking, I'm doing okay for my age, until one day, something happens. A fall, an unexpected diagnosis, or a slow, steady decline that seems to appear out of nowhere. But the signs were always there. Subtle changes in how you move, how you think, how you feel. Small things that are easy to dismiss until they're not. A neighbor of mine is the perfect example. At 78, he was still walking to the local store, tending his small garden, and cracking jokes like he always had. From the outside, he looked like he had aging all figured out. But behind the scenes, his body had been sending silent warnings. He started feeling a little more tired in the afternoons. He chalked it up to getting older. His balance wasn't quite the same, but he told himself it was just stiff joints. His appetite dipped, but that happens sometimes. None of it felt serious until one morning it was. His health took a sharp turn, and it all happened so fast, the doctors couldn't undo what had slowly built up over the years. That experience made me realize most people don't struggle to live past 80 because of one dramatic event. They struggle because of small, quiet dangers that are allowed to grow unchecked. And the worst part? These dangers are almost always fixable. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 unexpected but deadly reasons why so many older adults never make it to 80. And more importantly, how you can take action starting right now to avoid them. This isn't about extreme diets or fancy supplements. It's about understanding how simple shifts in daily habits can protect your mind, your heart, your muscles, and your future. If you're ready for real, science-backed advice that can help you age stronger, sharper, and with more confidence, this channel is for you. Go ahead and hit subscribe, because the next few minutes could be the start of your better, healthier future. Reason number 1, silent inflammation, the hidden fire burning inside. One of the most dangerous health threats for older adults isn't something you can see, feel, or even notice until the damage is already done. It's called chronic inflammation, and it's often referred to as the silent killer for a reason. Unlike the kind of inflammation you notice, like a swollen ankle or a sore joint, this type works in the background. It doesn't cause a sharp pain to warn you. Instead, it quietly chips away at your health, day after day. Inside your body, this hidden fire slowly attacks your cells, damages your blood vessels, weakens your immune system, and accelerates aging at the cellular level. And here's the real danger. Most people only find out when it's too late. That neighbor I mentioned earlier? Long before he ever felt old, his body was already struggling with this invisible enemy. Blood pressure creeping up, blood sugar just slightly out of balance, joint aches that came and went. All small signs, but all connected. Chronic inflammation plays a direct role in heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even memory loss. Scientists have even linked it to dementia, stroke, and certain cancers. Yet most people don't connect the dots until after their first big health scare. So, where does this hidden fire come from? Often it's fueled by a poor diet filled with processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats, constant stress and lack of relaxation, too little sleep, which limits the body's ability to repair itself, hidden infections, or undiagnosed conditions. The good news is, once you become aware, you can take simple steps to put out the fire before it's too late. Small daily changes, like eating more anti-inflammatory foods, think berries, leafy greens, fatty fish, and olive oil. Moving your body regularly, managing stress, and improving sleep can make a huge difference. It's not about chasing perfection. It's about stacking small habits that help your body heal from the inside out. Now let me ask you, have you or someone you know ever faced a health scare that seemed to come out of nowhere? Sometimes sharing your story can help someone else spot the warning signs early, so drop your experience in the comments. You never know who might need to hear it. Reason number 2, muscle loss, the shrinking you don't notice. When most people think about aging, their mind jumps to the fear of gaining weight, struggling with stiff joints, or slowing metabolism. But the real danger isn't what you gain, it's what you silently lose. That danger is muscle loss. The medical term is sarcopenia, and it begins earlier than you might think. In fact, it starts quietly in your 40s and 50s, long before you feel frail or notice anything in the mirror. By the time many people reach their 70s or 80s, the difference is undeniable. Once simple tasks like standing from a chair suddenly feel harder. Carrying groceries or climbing stairs leaves you winded. Balance becomes shaky, leading to dangerous slips and falls. And here's the part that makes sarcopenia so sneaky. It doesn't arrive overnight. It slips in quietly, month after month, year after year, while life goes on. Many people blame it on getting older or slowing down. But underneath, your muscles are shrinking and the body is struggling to keep up. This slow muscle loss also triggers a hidden domino effect. Less muscle means lower metabolism. So even if you eat the same, you gain more fat. Less strength means less physical activity because everything feels harder. Less activity leads to more weakness, which raises the risk of falls, injury, and long recovery times. It's a vicious cycle. Lose muscle, move less. Move less, lose more muscle. Over time, this quiet process can strip away your confidence, independence, and health, long before age itself ever forces you to slow down. But here's the good news. Muscle loss isn't irreversible. No matter your age, you can strengthen and rebuild your muscles, and you don't need a gym, fancy equipment, or hours of training to start. Simple, light resistance exercises using your body weight, small dumbbells, or elastic bands can help. In fact, studies show people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can regain lost strength, balance, and mobility once they begin moving again. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a few times a week. The real challenge is starting before the decline gets severe. Movement is like medicine for your muscles. Even simple actions like standing more often, stretching, light resistance band pulls, or practicing controlled squats can shield your body from premature frailty. So if you've noticed daily tasks like getting off the couch, lifting shopping bags, or walking long distances feeling harder than they used to, that's your early warning sign. Don't ignore it. Every small step you take today can add strength and years to your life. Now tell me, what's one small way you stay active during the week? Share it in the comments. Your simple routine could inspire someone else to protect their strength and stay independent. So far, these reasons might already sound alarming, but the next one is something most people completely overlook, even though it quietly shortens lives more than you'd expect. Reason number 3, social disconnection. Loneliness is lethal. When we think about loneliness, we often picture emotional discomfort, feeling isolated, missing a loved one, or spending too much time alone. It feels sad, but most people don't consider it life-threatening. However, the truth is, loneliness is far more dangerous than we realize. Research has revealed a startling fact. Chronic loneliness increases the risk of premature death just as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, you read that right. Social disconnection can silently damage your health, often long before the physical effects appear. When you feel isolated, your body reacts as though it's under constant stress. Your heart rate rises, your blood pressure spikes, and your immune system weakens. Over time, this chronic stress creates the perfect storm for health problems like increased risk of heart disease and stroke, higher likelihood of developing dementia, faster physical and cognitive decline, escalating depression and anxiety. Now, here's where it gets heartbreaking. Many older adults believe that feeling disconnected is simply part of aging. As time goes by, the children grow up and leave, friends move away or pass on, and the phone calls slow down. The house grows quieter, and gradually, loneliness becomes a constant companion. But just because it's common doesn't make it acceptable. Loneliness isn't normal, and it's definitely not safe. Small, consistent moments of connection can act as medicine for both body and mind. It doesn't take much. A 5-minute phone call with a friend, a friendly chat with a neighbor, a shared laugh with someone at the park. These brief exchanges lower stress, strengthen the immune system, and support heart and brain health. I remember a man who started calling an old friend every Sunday, without fail. That simple weekly conversation completely changed his mood, boosted his motivation, and even improved his sleep. You see, human connection doesn't need to be complex or time-consuming to be powerful. What matters is consistency. So take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you had a real conversation with someone who made you feel better? If connecting with someone has ever lifted your spirits, made your day brighter, or brought you out of a tough spot, write yes in the comments. You never know, your comment might inspire someone else to reach out too. If this reason surprised you, get ready, because the next one might be the most overlooked and underestimated health risk of all. Reason number 4, medication overload, the side effect trap. Modern medicine has changed the world. A single prescription can help regulate your blood pressure, manage blood sugar, ease joint pain, or protect your heart. For millions, medication has added precious years to life. But here's the part nobody talks about. As prescriptions stack up, they can quietly start doing more harm than good. This problem has a name, polypharmacy, and it's one of the most overlooked dangers for older adults. It usually begins with just 1 or 2 prescriptions, maybe for blood pressure, cholesterol, or arthritis. Then 1 for sleep, 1 for digestion, another for mood, a supplement here, an antibiotic there. Each one seems harmless on its own. But as the list grows, so does the risk. When multiple medications interact, they can trigger new problems your doctor might not immediately connect to your prescriptions. You might start noticing dizziness or balance issues, raising your risk of falls, memory lapses or mental fog, often mistaken for normal aging, digestive troubles, dehydration, or kidney strain, fatigue, weakness, mood swings, or even depression. And here's where the trap gets dangerous. Once these side effects appear, the usual solution is more medication. A new symptom shows up, another prescription gets added, then another and another, until the medications designed to help you are quietly stripping away your energy, your memory, and your independence. I've seen older adults who were sharp, active, and full of life slowly lose their strength, not because of aging or illness, but because their medications started working against them in the background. But this cycle isn't unavoidable. One of the smartest and simplest health decisions you can make is to schedule a medication review. Sit down with your doctor or pharmacist every few months and ask, do I still need all of these? Could any of them be causing new symptoms? Are there safer alternatives or lifestyle changes I can try? Doctors want to help, but even the best can miss interactions unless you ask. Staying curious and proactive can prevent months, even years, of silent damage. So here's the question. Do you or someone you love take more than 3 prescriptions? If the answer is yes, make a review your next priority. It could be the easiest way to protect your health and extend your quality of life. Let's recap. So far, you've learned about 4 silent threats: chronic inflammation, muscle loss, loneliness, and now medication overload. But the last reason might be the most surprising of all, and the most important for anyone hoping to stay strong past 80. Reason number 5, loss of purpose, the hidden clock stopper. In our society, we often focus on maintaining our health through diet, exercise, and medications. But one of the most powerful tools for longevity is something far less physical. It's purpose. Having a reason to wake up each morning doesn't just make life more fulfilling, it can actually add years to it. Studies consistently show that people who maintain a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, stay mentally sharper, and recover from health setbacks more easily, even as they age into their 80s, 90s, and beyond. And here's the crucial part most people miss. Your purpose doesn't have to be extraordinary or complicated. It could be spending time with family, pursuing a creative hobby, volunteering, or even simply making it your mission to brighten someone else's day. When we lose our sense of purpose, after retirement, the loss of a spouse, moving away from old friends, or when life simply starts to feel too quiet, something deep inside us begins to shift. The body slows down, the brain stops reaching for new challenges, and stress hormones creep higher. Motivation fades, and the passion that once fueled us begins to wane. This internal shift quietly accelerates aging. Without purpose, people can become passive observers in their own lives. Their physical and mental energy starts to decline, and they may experience a deeper sense of isolation, even if they are surrounded by others. But I've seen the opposite too. In my experience, people in their 80s and 90s who remain active, curious, and engaged almost always share one thing: a sense of mission. Whether it's caring for a beloved pet, tending to a garden, learning something new, or simply making time each day to check in with family. Purpose keeps both the body and the mind engaged. Purpose gives you direction. It propels you forward. It fights off loneliness, boredom, and stress, and it keeps your brain healthy. It creates a reason to move, to connect, and to thrive, no matter what age you are. The best part? It's never too late to rediscover or reignite your purpose. Ask yourself, what gives me joy or meaning right now? What small thing could I look forward to tomorrow? Who can I help, support, teach, or connect with today? A simple decision to reconnect with an old passion, volunteer at a community center, or share your story with others can change the entire course of your health. These actions can reignite your inner spark and give you the energy to live fully again. So, here's your opportunity. What gives your life meaning right now? Drop your answer in the comments. You never know how your response could inspire someone else to find or reconnect with their own purpose. And if you've ever felt the difference between a day full of purpose and one without it, you already know. Purpose is not just emotional, it's biological. Purpose can literally add years to your life. So, don't wait for life to happen to you. Create your own reason to live well. Now you know the 5 silent threats that quietly steal years from so many lives: hidden inflammation, muscle loss, social disconnection, medication overload, and the loss of purpose. The good news? You don't have to accept any of them as just part of aging. Small daily changes, stretching, staying connected, lifting light weights, reviewing your medications, and reconnecting with your purpose can add strength, clarity, and even years to your life. Most people wait until something goes wrong before making a change. But the smartest way to age well is to start before the warning signs appear. So, which of these 5 reasons surprised you the most? Which one are you ready to take action on today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this helped you, hit like so more people can find it, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep learning, growing, and aging stronger together.